Hello, friends. Are we live? Seems like we are. We're right now. We're combining two audio tracks into one, so we'll see what the result's gonna be. But hello to you all from Brno. It's just mid of August. Is it mid of August? Almost. And it feels like it's November outside. So it's nice to be in. Nice to have these content sweatshirts. Yeah, let's see what's new in the community for the past month.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because honestly, I didn't have time to catch up this last 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm thrilled to check out what's new. We can probably start with your content, and then we can.
Yeah, let's jump right in. I'm trying to change the. Oh, I have to add this string. Okay, now this works well. Okay, so let's not waste any time. We have to keep this under 10 minutes, as always.
Let's do that.
So let's start with the first one. That's defeat technical debt on a modern website and make it future-proof. Sounds like the dream, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It got 72 on a headline score.
Okay.
So it should be green. The article is about what technical debt does to your website. Pretty much describes the most common cases in headless projects. It describes some of the experience that we had on our own website. It describes experience of a few other people that I talked to, and shows you a lot of lessons learned. So it's a rather longer article. It will take some time to go through, but it has a potential to save you a lot of time over time. Yeah, you're not going to see the results in a month or in 2 months. You actually have to invest a bit more into whatever you're doing, but over time you'll see that you're going to save a lot of time, a lot of nerves, a lot of stress to your developers. And do you know how productive are stressed out developers?
99%. They are used to work under stress all the time.
Exactly. Well, that's you, not all of them. But I also need stress, so I kind of agree. But most of them, they want to be focused and want to be working on what they like. So having a technical debt in your website is not helping them at all.
Definitely. From what I got from the skimming, there are like 5 typical problems or typical fields that you basically faced, and that there are some not resolutions, but the practices or the lessons learned, which is always good, not to like force people to like, this is the golden rule, but this is to be used because.
Yeah, you never know the golden rule because it's different for every project. Yeah, what is perfectly acceptable on one is going to be a nightmare on another. So everyone has to decide that for themselves. But it maps out some of the experience, and of course, look at the beautiful diagrams that I got from Expalidoro.
Ideal. This is always the thing that I skim through. I just go through the diagram to get the idea, and then
Right. Yeah, so you like the diagrams better.
Perfect.
Visual content, that's what works these days.
Yeah.
Right, so what's next on the list? Next is Horizons 2023. Yeah. Now, we haven't been there this year, but we skipped London. But we had Ilesh Mistry attend, and he compiled his findings from a technical perspective into a nice article. So thanks for that, Ilesh. And I invite everyone to read through. It nicely shows that even though Horizons is a conference that's a bit more focused on the business side of things, on modeling and on actually bringing headless into your tech stack, your company, on return of investment, on all those business topics, it still provides value to technical people. So because Ilesh is definitely a technical person. So it's a short article, factual, nice read actually.
All right, and let's move with Ilesh to another part, which is I Am Technica, and I hope that the recording is already out.
Yes.
Happened when exactly?
That's a good point.
July 5th.
July 5th, yeah. And this one was about Astro, and I haven't seen the whole thing. I just saw a few parts, but we had Rich Shackleton present. And the truth is that whenever we have both of us, we have questions on Astro, Richard is the first person we go to. So that's great. Astro is up and coming. It's a beautiful framework. Developers enjoy working with it. I enjoy working with it, and it removes the biggest thing that everyone hates on JavaScript frameworks, and that is the client-side bundle.
Yes.
And that used to be very bulky. With Astro, you have full control over that, so it brings a lot of benefits to us. Now, Richard showed how to work with Astro and Kontent.ai, but of course, you can use any other CMS or anything
Mhm.
for that. So it was a great presentation. It's already available on YouTube, so you can take a look only at the parts that are interesting to you. And yeah, that's probably about it. We have more news on Astro, but
Yeah, let's wait
those
for them for later.
yeah, those will probably come in the next updates when we have something safe for.
All right, so let's move to the new Discord, which you're working, I think, as well with Richard, right?
Yes, that's a nice thing to have. Yeah, Richard will help us a lot with maintaining the Discord space. So we started working with Discord, I think last spring, was it, when we introduced that as another component of the community. Now a lot of people came in since then. The community is quite big right now. A lot of interesting discussions, although some of them are in the hidden channels. So I'm working with MVPs to fix that so that we have everything publicly available. And Richard was kind enough to help us with the channels, to help us bring it to a higher standard so that the community can benefit more from what we have on the server. So I'm really looking forward to that. Richard was also happy to help us in ongoing efforts to make it better. So if you're not on Discord yet, then make sure to sign up. And if there's anything that we can help you with, or you have any interesting findings about headless or anything that's in the space, let us know there, and let's discuss.
Yeah, definitely post the message there, because from my perspective, it was full of messages, but up until now we didn't really know that most of it is not 100% visible or publicly available. So we'll try to make it better.
Yeah. I think that some of those things, they were not really sensitive, but they were in the MVP only channels and so on. So yeah, let's bring them publicly out so that everyone can benefit. And what about your team? Do your guys monitor the space? Are they active there?
Yeah, we are currently working on some bigger project, but other than that, I think we already have four things on my to-do list that I will talk about in a minute.
Nice.
That I can definitely put in there. And so we are monitoring it, but we are not really actively pushing the new features or repositories in there. And this is something we would like to focus as a part of the renewal or revamp.
Sure, and some of that is also going to be like a robot that will automatically bring product updates and other things so that we can keep everything up to date. So a lot of exciting things are coming. So yeah, definitely tune in and wait for the greatness to happen. That might be a bit exaggerating it.
Yeah, but we'll try our best.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the next thing then?
The next thing is again Astro. This is my Friday afternoon playground, and I have released the Kontent.ai Astro integration, which is basically just a wrapper around the content delivery client, but we're trying to make it as easy as possible for you to use. To basically just define the Kontent.ai Astro integration. You provide your environment ID and component mapping, and it will work like in Razor pages in the .NET. So it will find out the content type of the Kontent.ai project, and map it to the specific component that you provide via the mapping configuration. This is nothing super special. You can use Astro with Kontent.ai without the integration, but this keeps everything like look and feel that it's like in the plugin. So it's basically just a plugin on the side.
And is that working with portable text, or is that completely out?
Doesn't really matter, because you get the data from the delivery client, which are in the HTML that is available to transform to the rich text resolution.
Right.
So it's possible to use with or without.
Nice. That's what developers love, right? To have choices, and then to have someone tell them what choices they should make.
Yeah, maybe we can do a little bit of the detour about the tech dev. Because I skipped some lines, so now it's only for published data, not full configuration of it is available, but these little issues will fix that. So if you have some requirements or something that you might be interested in, just raise the issue and I'll.
Perfect. Now, speaking about content, or not content, but code repositories, how many repositories do we have on GitHub?
It's around 50.
How many of them are without any technical debt?
Most of them, of course. 99%.
So I invite everyone, if you can find any technical debt in our repositories, we'll send you a bit of swag.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Be generous.
Let us know. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're facing the last thing, I think. We're over 10 minutes now, so we didn't make it again.
All right, so I will do this three in one take. The next one is one little thing that we are using across the GitHub, and this is the ESLint configuration, because we had various styles and linting rules all around the repositories. To tackle the tech debt here, we provided the Kontent.ai configuration that we are using across them. If you want to, you can use it as well. There is some general one. There is one for React and one for Jest. So if you're using any of these, or even just the TypeScript, feel free to use it. The same works for dprint, which is the open source formatting platform written in Rust. So it's pretty quick, and it supports not just JavaScript, but also .NET and various other platforms. That's why we use it.
And what's that? What does it do?
It formats your code. So if you, for example, make a rule that your line is 120 characters, will do it for you, so you don't need to do it manually.
Okay.
So it's addition to the linting. Some of the rules are overlapping, but some of them don't. So these will ensure that the configuration or the style of the code is unified for all of the repositories.
So can I take these configurations and use them on my project as well? Okay. Yep, that sounds good.
Yeah, just go to the description and follow the rules. And the last thing is the security.md. We did some security reviews, and security.md is now featured by Google, so you can register the security.md. So before we had it in the code of conduct, so we split it out. We made a review with our security specialist. So now, if you need some information how to submit a security issue in a repository, there you have the descriptions. Just send the email with the bug. And so you can secure it with the PPT that we are providing on the website.
Nice, cool. That sounds really good. Now about sending the issues to the email, is there something that people are going to get in return?
We'll see. To be honest, we didn't get the security issue on our GitHub repositories yet.
Okay.
Not even like the secret one, because the only thing that was pretty famous was the Log4j vulnerability. So this was the only vulnerability that we found out before even it wasn't even reported. But we found out that we are not using the Log4j for our Java SDK. So this was the only security highlight I can that we got. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that's pretty boring. Yeah. Seems like Kontent.ai is too secure to be fun.
Or nobody spent that amount of time on the security.
Well, we'll see if people are interested in that. If there is anything, then let us know, and we can always figure something out. Other than that, I think that's all of the things. So we'll see you next time. We'll see you in Croatia at Web Summer Camp. So if you guys are coming, then we'll meet you there. If not, then the first Monday of September is right after the conference. So we'll bring some pictures or videos or anything that
we will wrap up under 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll do it under 10 minutes next time. Right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. See you next time, guys. Bye.